I'm going to be hiding the tertiary and exposing the secondary for now. I've got to plan where we're going to put these attachments because they are made up of cross sections going along so that we can connect these up. So say something, we can even go across the implant, so it's quite irrelevant where we put these, but we don't want an overkill of too many attachments going. So this would be a strategic way of doing it. So let us use our attachments for this example. If you've got your own attachments, you'd simply then use another tube, extrude, and then join them up later, exactly like I'm going to join up our attachment system. Alright, now let's use our attachments, stackable attachments. If you've got your own, you would place them accordingly and then draw the tubes to connect them up. Remember, we always need a duplication of these the connecting system to connect the two units up. So we'll get to this in a minute. So we're going to go to stackable attachments and import the dynamic attachments. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and move it sort of to where I want it. Obviously it's in upside down. We're going to then click on this icon to swap it 180 degrees. Now my challenge is to get this in a good path of insertion. So I don't want to do this or this. I want to make sure that it's sort of placed correct, and to do that I can use the bridge that we've created, because then we can sort of see the ideal way of placing it. So this one obviously isn't. I'm going to rotate this on the X direction and then rotate along this way and just get it sort of the best way I can. And I'm looking at both this line and the line underneath. So rotate X like that and rotate on the Y direction somewhere like this. You can use the keyboard, which is a little bit less sensitive, to get this exactly the way I need it. Rotate X like that. Okay, so there's no going back after that because each and every attachment is going to be exactly the same. So it's important to make sure that you've got this exactly the way we should have it. Okay, perhaps I'll rotate it along the X a little bit more like that. Just view the structure from the top. Okay, I'm going to keep with the long axis of the tooth, and that's good. After that, we're going to click on copy, and that will sort of lock in the rotations, and each and every attachment after that is exactly in the same position, so you freely can move this accordingly. So unfortunately I think there's some type of a bug here. You can see how it rotates haphazardly. If that ever happens to you, simply delete the attachment and copy a new one until we've sort of fixed or figured out how this works. So I'm going to rotate and move it along where this line is, and upwards a little bit like this. And then do the same for the other ones.